Oh man, Quake Champions open beta, playing it, loving it. It is really, really good. I am a massive Quake fanatic. I probably have more hours in the Quake series than anything I've ever played before. You could easily say thousands upon thousands in Quake 3 alone. I played Quake World, like I played Quake 2, I played Quake 3, I played Defrag, played Quake Live, Quake 4, played pretty much, well, everything. And yeah, massive fan. So as soon as the open beta went, I thought I'd jump in and give this a go. Initially, like most people that are diehard Quake fans, and I want to say, yes, I can call myself a diehard Quake fan. I don't move like a new player. I don't play Quake like a new player. If you look at the gameplay, you can probably see I move quite confidently and quite fast through Quake. This is something I've been doing for years and years and years, but not to toot my own horn, but I'm just saying that for the hardcore, when Quake Champions was first announced as a champion type or a hero type shooter, it was kind of a bit off-putting because Quake was always get in, it's your aim versus somebody else's aim, that's it. It's whether you can get a better weapon, whether you can find a power-up, etc, etc, etc. That's it. Adding champions or heroes to the game was a real worrying thing initially because people were like, well, that's not Quake. Quake doesn't have abilities. Quake doesn't have, you know, different characters that can do different things. And upon playing it, I can safely say it's still Quake. I jumped in. I haven't played Quake for a long time. But it's, like I said, it's in my blood, man. It's in my blood. I can jump into this and feel at home straight away, which is why I'm making the video. If this was trash, I wouldn't make a video. I wouldn't talk about it. But I think this has got some potential, man. This has got some potential. The movement is fantastic. Strafe jumping is beautiful. You can really get some momentum up. The weapons feel pretty solid. The sound, I want to say, could do with a little bit of work. The positional audio is a little bit iffy. Now, I don't know whether this particular version, because this is just a beta test effectively, I don't know whether this version has the full audio subsystem in place. It's very hard to hear people behind you. Coming from games like Call of Duty or even Battlegrounds, to name something that's newer, the positional audio in those is fantastic. If someone's behind you, you can hear them behind you. In this, even being shot from behind you, it's hard to locate the sounds of a shot behind you or even to sort of beside you. So if that's not something they're going to work on, that's going to be really disappointing. But I'm just hoping that the full audio subsystem isn't finished and isn't in place for the beta. But other than that, excuse me, it's fast, it's frantic, it's fun, and it's Quake. It's Quake. It definitely is. The abilities, I want to say that they'll probably have a playlist where you can have no abilities. I think that'll probably be something that they'll do, where it'll just be like raw, free floor, raw, TDM, raw duel, things like that. So it'll just be traditional Quake. Have a traditional playlist with no abilities. As far as the abilities go, you have different characters in this and different heroes, and they have different values of health, different values of movement speed. So right now I'm playing as Nyx, and for someone that likes to strafe jump, she's incredibly fast. I believe she's the fastest character in the game. So if you can move in Quake, she's really fun to play. The movement that you can get going with her is phenomenal. And she has, oddly enough, if anyone's watching that has watched the channel for Borderlands, she is effectively a hybrid of the dude from Crysis and Lilith from Borderlands 1. Her ability is actually a phase shift. So what you do is you trigger her ability, you'll go invisible, and you can run away, and then you turn uninvisible, and then you start moving again. So she's very, very good for fast play and for see here, this is the ability here. So you can go invisible, you can run to health, pick up the health, and then get back. So she's very, very good for fast play, very, very good for smart play, I want to say as well. Low health at 75 HP, so she can't actually have a lot of health just straight off the bat. A character like Visor has like 125 health. Other characters with the larger characters, I believe Sorlag and characters like that can have up to, I think it's 150 HP, so there is a big difference. There definitely is aggressive characters that are faster, there's tankier characters that are slower, and I think that's going to probably draw the Overwatch crowd in for something that's an alternative. Overwatch never felt satisfying to me, if you can understand that. Quake is bringing that back, man. It feels satisfying to play this. Overwatch is always just, it's missed that thing there. It's still okay to play, but it just didn't have that satisfaction factor. This has that, and I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I don't know whether it'll go all right on YouTube. I don't really do much YouTube stuff anymore. I was going to do a bit of Borderlands stuff, but there's just nothing to really do as far as videos go that I want to do. I wouldn't mind uploading good games of Quake. If people want to see it, I'll definitely upload it, and I'll probably upload them regardless. If I have good matches, I think I'm just going to upload Quake matches. I might even get friends in and just talk about the state of the game and things like that. But yeah, this is something that I'm loving, man. I'm loving it. It's going to be free to play when it comes out, so if you do want to play it, you can just jump straight in. The only thing that's going to cost money is there's going to have skins and loot boxes and things like that, of course, but if you want to have all of the champions unlocked straight away, you're going to have to buy the champions. You can actually get them for free just by playing the game, so the more time you have in the game, you'll be able to actually unlock champions with the in-game currency, but it is going to be free to play, which means it does have to be supported with microtransactions. But if it plays this good, if it has a community behind it in Australia, because I mean, you can't play these games with any lag. Quake is razor sharp, razor fast. You can't play with any lag at all. But yeah, if it has the community there and people are playing it, I'm going to be in there, man, and I'm going to be playing a lot of Quake. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed Quake Champions on the old YouTube. Until the next video, we'll see you later. 48 and 10, oh!